Hey, Uncle Mark in the mothership. 3-string cigar box guitar. Yeah, my La Voyage. I'm playing through my Mesa. Got a little tuner here. It's always nice to have a tuner. Song's Bad to the Bone, George Thorogood. This song rests on the shoulders of giants. It has a Bo Diddley, Muddy Waters type of groove to it. I'm sure there were others prior to those guys that developed these grooves. And so that's what it has. But it's distinctly rock and roll-ish. So it borrows heavily from the greats and moves on into the rock and roll world where most rock and roll comes from the blues. And this is definitely one of those that has that old school vibe. So I'm going to play a little bit, and then we're going to break down how this rhythm goes because it's complicated. It's very complicated, but it's a beautiful thing once you get it, and once you get it, you'll do it forever the same way. So, and you'll be able to do, Mannish Boy and all of these Muddy songs, and you'll be able to work your way into the Bo Diddley stuff. So, here it is, Bad to the Bone. The day I was born, the nurses all gathered round. They gazed in wide wonder at the joy they found. The head nurse spoke up. She said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away I was bad to the bone. Bad. I was bad to the bone. Bad. I was bad to the bone. Broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I'll break 1,000 more, baby, before I'm through. Be yours, pretty baby. Be yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, I'm bad to the bone. Bad. I'm bad to the bone. Bad. I'm bad to the bone. All right, man, we're rocking with this one. So there's many things going on here. So what I'm going to do is first off take the slide away. Because to get this rhythm, we kind of have to just work with the instrument and without a chord. So we're just going to sit here with our hands on it. So it's more a mute thing as opposed to a... See how I'm doing this with my hand? So I want you to start at the bridge here and play. Slide your hand forward until you start muting it. And your hand is going to be, like, it's not going to be straight up and down like this, right? So it's going to be at a kind of an angle. So you're going to be in this area once you start muting, right at the pickup, So you're here, right? And learn to get close and far away and learn to tighten up those mutes. So you're going to be doing slow. So C, G, B flat. So let's go through what these chords are. G is open here at the 0 fret. G sharp, A, B flat, B, C. See the dots here? That's how I use them. So you're going to be using these dots right here. This is the only place you need to be. And if you slide, you're going to come up here to these two. And that's it. So all you have to worry about is putting your hand here and just working this hand like so. So you're going to go down, down on the C, down on the B flat, and down. It's a lot harder than it looks. So just start with your G down and then go to C. Do it again. And then we're going to go G, C, G. Or a third finger. And after that second G, we go B flat, G. So that's what you're doing here. And in between those spaces, you're muting and going. So I'm muting enough that I get a little bit of sound, right? So just enough sound. You can see where my hand is. Look here, okay? When I get close to the camera, right? I'm not quite on it, right? I'm just at the edge of touching them right there, you know? So that's how that goes, right? So I'm just giving it enough to ring, and I'm only working on these two strings. I don't need that one at all. So don't worry about playing through, you know? So singing it, the only time you sing is when you're doing this chop, 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 mute, 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 whatever you want to call it. On a day I was born, nurses all gather round, they gaze in wide wonder. So you know what I mean? You're only singing the times you're doing this right here. So you gauge your singing around the riff, okay? This iconic riff. You're gauging your singing, so you're here going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The day I was born, nurses all gather round. They gaze in wide wonder, the joy they found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away, bad to the bone. Bad, bad to the bone. Bad, bad to the bone. All right. So once you start fooling around with that, you'll realize that in between this, instead of doing this, you can come up to 12. So you're coming up to this fret here. So. And I tend to go over a little bit. So you're flat with your slide, and I tend to be on the sharp end, which means the end closer to the pickup, the sharp side of this 12th fret right here. So I tend to be somewhere right in here, okay? And it's just the way a concave or a convex thing works on a plane. It just happens to sound better if you're a little higher, like here, rather than lower. It just, to my ear. So you find where you like it and practice going from nowhere to... You know, you're going to have to practice where that spot is that makes you happy. You'll find that when you find that spot that makes you happy, that spot makes everyone else happy too. We all have the same spot. It's just different with your hands and different with the way you work it. But start at 0. So that's how I play that, you know, I come up, so a couple of hits and then I'm back. 2, 3 hits. like when I'm coming up, when I'm doing these little things and I'm kind of jamming, I will come up here and just play these two notes. And just go back and forth between these two notes. And I won't down, 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 down. I down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You will find that faster than down, 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 down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? Remember, picking is just like strumming. It's not all down, down, down. Okay? So picking is not like that. So it's down and up, down and up. Okay, so I also have a set of boogie woogie lessons. There are 10 lessons total. And they do things like all of those lessons will help you get a handle on these types of rhythms. It goes through the old boogie woogie stuff, moves into the muddy waters and the Bo Diddley terrain. And that's really where George took a lot of his songsmith, is from the old masters, you know, the real greats here in the world, the Muddies and the Bows. He took all of that from those guys. So the more you study those guys, the easier it'll be to play George. If that's your trip, you know, if that's something you want to do, is play a lot of George Thorogood, you really have to dig deep and look at all those guys. So this is Mark in the Mothership. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. Down below in the show notes is a virtual tip jar. It is a paypal.me/UncleMarkTips. I want to thank you so much for everything you do for me, sharing on social media, all of those things. It really does matter and it really helps. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you.